Hi everybody, welcome again to Technic Sources video by Dr. Rizvi. I hope you're enjoying the trading. Well, I'm not getting many subscribers, I'm not getting many views, but then still I'll still keep on posting the videos. I hope at least some of you are is getting benefited out of it. Yes, you are getting benefited because I'm getting comments from you. Well, let me discuss the expiry the Nifty Midcap 50 expiry today, and we call it Nifty Mid Select, as you can see on the screen. So here, if I just discuss the Nifty Midcap expiry here, so it is very clear that what we are going to get here is a downfall. See, 12,779 was on 4th and 7th today. It is a downfall. So if you see the red candles, subsequent red candles after this particular 1st of October. So October is going to be dreadful because Nifty Midcap Index has fallen by about 237 here and then about 350, so kind of 600 points in just 3 days. Okay, so if we see the daily chart, as you can see on the left, top left, this is the daily chart. And this daily chart, as I told you yesterday in my yesterday's video, in fact, day before yesterday video for today, you got to be really patient up to 9:30, 9:35, 9:40, 9:45 candle. So if you see the candles, subsequent candles here, we can see very clearly here, 7th of October, right? This is 9:50, 9:45, 9:30. After 9:30, we got to be careful. So 9:35 candle is 12,853. What about the 4th October chart? What at what moment it stopped? They see the low point was 12,779, right? Consider it 12,780. Did it breach? Did it breach the 9:35 candle? The daily was, the low was 12,780. 12,780. If we see here the chart for today, 5-minute chart, 12,580. So 935. 12,849. So 580 is not breached. Here, 945, no. 950, no. 955, no. What about here? It breached 580 here. 570, 580, and that was after a long time. So what would be the strategy? If it did not breach, that means we got to be considering the market as sideways, right? If we consider the market as sideways, then we got to sell a call and sell a put. Now, if we see the option chain for mid-cap Nifty split, okay, mid-cap Nifty, you can see herein the low and the high. Mark the low and the high. Today's low was 12,550 and high was 12,946. That means the market gave both uh, plus and minus. So that means it did go up after it touched the low, at 10:45. So as I told you, 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. That means 10 a.m. and 2 2 p.m. Right? Be careful about the moves. Okay. So be careful about the moves means you got to be careful as this is going to be very good for you because the more market moves, the better it is. Right. So you got to be really careful about 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. moves. So if you see here, after 10 a.m., the market moved. Right. 7th, 10 a.m. This is 10 a.m. candle, 10:15. The market moved down. Okay. What about 2 p.m.? Did it move? Did it give a big move? Yes, it did give a move. Right? How much was it? So it was 12,679, the 2 p.m. candle, and it gave a move up to like 70 points down. So always you will see this kind of situation, even if the market is sideways. This is the first thing, right? And you have to be careful about the moves, the moves after, after, both after 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Right? So this is the golden rule which we need to follow. So here, if you see the candle, if you can see the option chart here, you can see the variation. Now, 13,500 I suggested, right? 13,500 call I suggested if you sell it, it will be a safe side. So 13,500 call, it closed at 0.05. What about the high it took? If you see 13,500 call, in fact, uh, I got to be 13,200, I guess. 13,200? No, let me check from here. See, here the chart was like daily chart. The daily chart, it was suggested 15-minute chart. 15-minute chart, 4th of October, 13,070. So 13,000 call at the low. The low was how much? For yesterday, it was like 12,783. So the support and the resistances we discussed 13,000 and 12,780. If you would have taken this position, sold both of them, then the you know that situation will arise when we sell both of them and the market is sideways, but the market is not sideways. So if you see the market at 5 minute chart at 9:35 and decide, right? 9:35 and decide. 9:35 market is there, 12,851, about 12,850. So here at this point, if you see the support and the resistances, you could have sold 13,075 call, and at the same time, because the market has given a down move, so we would not have sold a put because the market has already given a down move. It opened, it took a high of this 12,946 and did not reach the day's high. So we have to see the yesterday's high and low, and we have to see the today's high and low, both the fix. Okay, This was about the Nifty Midcap Select, which expired today. Now, tomorrow is the expiry for what? Tomorrow is the expiry for Finnifty. So Nifty Fin Services, Nifty Fin. Let us analyze this. Nifty Financial Services, right? You can see here already the move 23,221. So it is continuing since about 5 days. And the market is already on a big support, right? So the daily support, if I see 23,151. So again, let me mark down the daily support, right? Daily support, right? Daily, let me write it loud like this. Daily support is how much? Daily support is 23,140. A big support. Okay. What about the resistance? Well, the supports have become the resistance now. Let's say that they become the resistances. So 24,060 resistances. Write it in capital resistances. So this is 24,100. What about the next one? 24,100. 24,350. 23,350. Right? 24,100. 24,350. Next is 24,820. Right? So 24,820. Let me put the semicolons here. Okay. 24,820. And of course, the next is 25,190, which is very far from the present situation, 25,180. So these are the supports and the resistances for the daily chart. Okay. Uh, Daily supports and the resistances. Okay. This is for the daily chart. Let us come to the hourly chart. Do they change? Yes, they might change. So if we see the daily, the hourly chart, it is 23,214, way down, 23,662, right? Uh, so 23,662. Let me write it down here. This is hourly. Okay, hourly. The support is 23,221. Let me write it in full numbers. 23,221, right? What about the resistances? Resistances galore. Resistances galore. So how many resistances are there? See, here this is the first resistance. like 23,438. 23,438. Then next, 24,000 also. Oh, this is also a big one. 24,020. 24,020. So, majorly, there are so many resistances. Next one, 24,363. 24,360. Next, 24,360. Next is 24,960. Huge gap. 24,960. Okay. So these are the hourly ones. So if you see the resistances and the supports, hourly, daily, right? Um, Let me come to the 15-minute one. And here, this will give some picture of the drama which is going on since the war in the Middle East. So herein, uh, if we see here very prominently the support, in fact, the resistance, the immediate resistance is 23,282. 23,282, right? This is an immediate support, immediate resistance. In fact. So, um, if I write it here, I reduce the font size, I'll make it say 28, and I write here 15-minute chart. So here resistances. So the immediate resistance is 24,260. 24,260. And there are so many distances. Then here, a big one, 24,586. Well, there is another one here, 20 23,360. 23,360. The next one. Next one is 23,685. 23,685. Well, these are the levels which we have to take care of when we are trading. Okay. Majorly because this has closed down, so we'll discuss only about the support. In fact, the resistances, not the support, because it has closed down way down, right? So uh, if we are looking at the hourly chart, it is way down, right? In the hourly chart, it's showing us way down. And if we take a daily chart, still it is way down, but then there are some major supports and resistances which I've already discussed, right? So major supports and the major resistances are here as I just discussed in the analysis. Now, if we discuss the option chain for Nifty Financial Services, Nifty, Finnifty, Finnifty. Okay. So 23,200 call, if we see, it's 173 rupees. Call is on the left. So 173. And on the 23,200 put is 75. What about the IV values? Uh, Y values? 33,188 on the put side for 33,200. This one. And uh, what's it? 8th of October. 75 rupees on the put side. Last trading price 33,188. And on the call side is 12,632. Wow. That means the market is likely to go up. Well, it will depend. Again, depend on the markets. So if we see the Dow Jones here, live Dow, for example, the situation Dow Jones index right now, it's negative minus 236 points. That means the market is going to go down tomorrow also, right? So major indices, they are going to go down. Now, these are the advanced decline ratios. If you see Mahindra and Mahindra, it moved up by 1.42%, right? And then you can see Adani Ports, it moved down by minus 4.14%. So biggest loser is, you can see here, the biggest gainer is here. So the biggest gainer are these four: Mahindra and Mahindra, ITC, Trent, and Bharti Airtel. And the biggest losers are Adani Ports, Bharat Electrical, BEL, NTPC, and Coal India, last four. And also SBI, if you take the five. Okay, so um, always we are looking for the mid-cap Nifty. Now here, no, this is for the Finnifty. So what should be the call and the put strategy for tomorrow? Well, again, if the market is sideways, if it reaches today's high and today's low, then of course the situation will be different, right? Nifty Financial Services. So today's low is 23,212. 23,676. That means 450 points movement, man. This is huge. This is huge. Today was this movement. Well, sometimes we have maximum movement one day before the expiry. So here, uh, Nifty Financial Services, if we see here, uh, most probably, to be on the safer side, if I consider a 15-minute chart, right? 15-minute chart, then it's better if the market is on the put side, right? Then we'll sell the call. And the safest point to sell the call will be 23,700 call will be safe. What is the price of the 23,700 call? 11.55. Well, 11.55. This is beautiful. Exactly 10 points you can get if you sell this call side. Market is not expected to go up because the downslide is going on. But if the market is, say, sideways, then 23,700 call you can sell. And on the put side, you will have to see again 22,700 put. If the market is sideways, then we'll sell both of them. And we'll see that they become zero. Right. So this is the option chain for Finnifty. I want to discuss in a jiffy about Maruti. I discussed yesterday about Maruti, and if you would have bought a put for Maruti, because Maruti, um, if I see the chart here for Maruti, uh, you can see again the Maruti also downslide, and there was a big downward trend in Maruti. So 15-minute chart, if you see here, I suggested that if it breaches yesterday's low, then you got to buy put, or you can sell a call, right? So 12,600 call, 12,600 call would have been ideal to sell, because the market, if you see here, it came down when it opened at 9:15, right? It was 12,620 high it took. Now it came down. So another strategy can be that if the market came down, if it did not breach 9:30 to 9:45 candle, did not breach today's high candle, it might go down. And what we are doing is we are going to sell it only for 10 points, because the lot size of Maruti is how much? 50 points. So anchor text, uh, Maruti. Let me write it down in capital. Maruti lot size. Maruti lot size is 50. That means 1 point is 50. Okay. If you would have sold CE 12,600 CE, right? So 12,600 CE, what would have been the result? Let us check. 12,600 CE. So option chain for Maruti. Okay. We'll select Maruti from here. It is open. 12,600 call for Maruti, right? This is what we just wrote down. 12,600 call. 12,600 call for Maruti. So 12,600 call for Maruti is how much? 293 rupees, right? And Maruti went down. Maruti went down from what? From here. If we see the daily chart, Maruti came down to 12,390. So 12,600 call or 12,650 call would have given us the leverage. 12,650. 12,650. We don't have 12,650. So it is in the denominations of 12,600. It is still 293. 293. If we would have sold it, so we can see the high and the low. Open is 353. High is 380. Low is 222.5. Imagine. If you would have sold this, you would have easily got 10 points. I'm talking about 10 points, not much. 10 points is very easy to get, right? So selling 12,600 call at what point? At 9:45 would have given you easily 10 points. 10 points will give you 500 rupees. If you would have gone for 20 points, still you would have easily got the 20 points, because you can see the variation 353 to 222.55. So this is how you are going to uh, sell the call and the put, see the option chain, see the ID values, and keep trading in a very systematic fashion. So we have to see so many things, right? Let me write it down, right? And here, if I see, uh, we would have sold at 393, and the low is 222. So let me write it down. Easy to get 20 points, which means 20 multiplied by 50 is equal to 1,000 rupees, right? Rupees 1,000. And I'm not asking for much. Rupees 50. It was 1,000. So 1,000. And what about the margin? Margin, if you see the margin, it would be like close to 85,000 rupees, probably. Rupees 85,000. Rupees 85,000. So, and how much you invested actually was 393 times 50, right? 393. If you consider it 400, 4 fives are 20, 20,000 you invested, you got 1,000. So you can imagine how much it is. How much it is. So if I see the calculator, right? And if I just calculate, so 1,000 divided by 20,000 into 100, it gives us 5. Imagine, huge, huge profit. 5% in a day. I'm not accounting for the margin, right? Whatever you invested 393, and I considered this 400. Let us say 20,000. So, guys, this is how you're going to earn. Keep earning, keep earning. The market is sideways, the market is up, the market is down. You keep scoring, keep, investing. Small amount of money, getting 5% profit is not a big deal at all. Not a big deal at all. So, keep trading, keep trading, keep trading, but be safe. It's better to be safe than sorry. So this is Dr. Rizvi buzzing off from TechMech Sources. Let me wait for your comments and let me see how much you're gaining out of my analysis. I would be very happy to see your results. And I'll be also sharing my results as soon as I get your input. Take care. Goodbye. Happy trading and safe trading. Goodbye.